Hey man, I wasn't trying to be rude in public today, but I was at the dollar store, right? I wanted some candy or whatever. So the lady in front of me, got all this like she act like she doing grocery shopping and food for less. Like bitch got like 100 items. I'm like, God damn, bitch, what the fuck? So she had that little ass ponytail in. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to laugh. I swear to God, I wasn't trying to laugh at her, but that motherfucker was little. Like, it wasn't even ponytail. That was like a pug tail or a bunny tail. Man, that shit was little as a motherfucker. That shit look like, when the trash bag is full and you try to tie it and it got that little space left when you tie it. Or, like when you blow up a balloon and you tie it and shit and there's like that little knot left. Just, the shit was little, alright? So she turned around, man. Cause, I'm just there waiting patiently, tapping my feet. So when she finally turned around, she said, I guess she trying to say sorry for holding up the line, but I didn't hear it. I heard something, but her face looked so surprised, like that ponytail was so tight, it was pulling her facial expression back, like she had a surprised look on her face. She said, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry for the hold up." I started busting out laughing. I'm like, "I'm sorry about that, ma'am. That was very rude of me. I couldn't hold that in. I've been holding that laughing all day. I'm not laughing at you." But I was really laughing there. Oh my God, that shit was crazy. Like, the scrunchie was like barely holding on. That motherfucker looked like, man, when on Lion King when that motherfucker was hanging at the edge of the cliff before he died? That's how that fucking scrunchie was holding that ponytail. That shit was so goddamn little. I said, man, this little anorexic ass ponytail, man, you better go on with that bullshit. I guarantee you, if she took that little scrunchie out, her face is gonna drop like a YMCMB artist. On God, that motherfucker was tight. I swear for God, man. That shit was just horrible, man. I was laughing so hard. I was on the floor for like 5 minutes, man. And what made it even worse, because of my laughing, everybody else in the store was laughing. Cause they weren't laughing at her, they was laughing at me or laughing with me, whatever. But it was too funny to hold in, man. I ain't laughed like that in a long ass time. Like, that was a genuine laughing at. I'm sorry I had to be at her expense, and I feel so bad now that I did it, but it was just, I don't know what came over me today. It just came out and I couldn't control it. That shit was very disrespectful and kind of embarrassing on her end and on my end as well, but definitely hurt on her end because it was at her expense. But that was the funniest shit I ever seen because she looked so Chinese. I swear to God.